Prince William's dangerous hobby that fills Princess Kate with dread. The Prince of Wales has a hobby that is unpopular among members of his family, including his wife Princess Kate. Prince William's love of sport and adventure is well known, but one hobby the prince used to have terrified the royal family, especially his wife Princess Kate. The future king, 42, was very into motorbikes when he was younger and even owned his own Ducati 1199, an Italian-manufactured sports bike with a top speed of 177 miles per hour. As well as riding with friends, his passion was also used as a way for the prince to carry out his royal duties, with both William and his brother Prince Harry taking part in a motorcycle rally around South Africa in 2008 to raise money for charity. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Despite his love of bikes, the prince admitted in 2018 that it was something he very rarely did anymore for the sake of his children. His decision to give up the frequent motorbike rides could also be a result of Princess Kate's fears, as she once told a member of the public that she strongly dislikes her husband's hobby. During a visit to the Scottish city of Dundee back in 2015, Kate was asked whether William would still ride a motorbike from time to time. She said, "He's still riding it. It always fills me with horror when he goes out on it. I'm terrified. Hopefully, I'm going to keep George off it." Although William has had to tone down his hobby, which he said at the Isle of Man TT races in 2018 was for the benefit of Prince George, 11, Princess Charlotte, 9, and Prince Louis, 6, this does not stop the future king having a strong interest in any motorbike he comes across. Just this week in Belfast, the prince did not hesitate to sit on a stationary motorbike in a virtual production studio at Ulster University. Prince William says I had to after daughter Princess Charlotte burst into tears. Prince William has shared that he had to shave off his beard after it brought Princess Charlotte to tears. During the conclusion of his 4-day tour in South Africa, the Prince of Wales expressed his affection for the country and his desire to return with his children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. He recounted a particularly touching family moment, when his facial hair upset Charlotte so much that he felt compelled to remove it. William recounted, "Well, Charlotte didn't like it the first time. I got floods of tears, so I had to shave it off. And then I grew it back. I convinced her it was going to be okay." In addition to family anecdotes, William also praised his father Charles and wife Kate for their courage during their health struggles. Reflecting on a challenging period, the future king described the past year as dreadful, saying, "Honestly, it's been dreadful. It's probably been the hardest year in my life. So, trying to get through everything else and keep everything on track has been really difficult." In a heartfelt statement, the royal expressed his emotions, "But I'm so proud of my wife, I'm proud of my father, for handling the things that they have done. But from a personal family point of view, it's been brutal," reports the Mirror. Earlier in the year, Charles faced health concerns with an enlarged prostate, and was hospitalized for 3 nights at the London clinic in January. Meanwhile, Kate underwent abdominal surgery, spending nearly 2 weeks in the same clinic. Buckingham Palace disclosed on February 5 that the ruler was battling cancer, and shortly after, the princess received her own diagnosis, though the information was not publicized until late March. During this trying period, William took a leave to support Kate and their children. However, he has recently resumed his royal duties abroad, marking his return with the grand finale of the 2024 Earthshot Prize Awards held in Cape Town. Prince William breaks silence on brutal year and speaks on Kate's cancer for first time. Prince William has admitted this has been the hardest year of my life as he opens up on his father and wife's cancer diagnosis for the first time. In January both the King and the Princess of Wales underwent operations and were subsequently diagnosed with cancer. While Kate has completed her course of chemotherapy, Charles continues to receive weekly treatment but continues to busy himself with official duties and public engagements. Asked how the past 11 months have been for him, William said, "Honestly, it's been dreadful. It's probably been the hardest year in my life. So, trying to get through everything else and keep everything on track has been really difficult." Speaking in an interview with the UK print media travelling with the Prince on his 4-day trip to Cape Town for his Earthshot Prize, William said he was incredibly proud of Charles and Kate for how they've responded to their diagnosis. "I'm so proud of my wife, I'm proud of my father, for handling the things that they have done," he said. "But from a personal family point of view, it's been brutal." William has not publicly spoken about how his wife or his father's cancer diagnosis has affected him, though in Kate's most recent statement, she spoke of how hard the period had been for the family. "The last 9 months have been incredibly tough for us as a family," she said. "Life as you know it can change in an instant and we have had to find a way to navigate the stormy waters and road unknown." The princess added, "This time has above all reminded William and me to reflect and be grateful for the simple yet important things in life, which so many of us often take for granted," she said. "Of simply loving and being loved." Some commentators have interpreted William's new beard as a sign that he is feeling more relaxed now that his wife's cancer treatment has ended, but this is something he refuted. He said, "It's interesting you say that, 'cause I couldn't be less relaxed this year. So it's very interesting you're all seeing that. But it's more a case of just crack on and you've got to keep going. I enjoy my work and I enjoy pacing myself and keeping sure that I have got time for my family too." William revealed that his daughter cried when she first saw his beard, prompting him to go back to clean shaven. Asked if the family like his new look, he said, "Well, Charlotte didn't like it the first time. I got floods of tears, so I had to shave it off. And then I grew it back." William debuted the beard in a video message congratulating Team GB's athletes at the Paris 2024 Olympics in August but later appeared clean-shaven at church 2 weeks later. In January, Kate spent 13 days in hospital following abdominal surgery and 2 months later she bravely revealed she had been diagnosed with cancer and started a course of chemotherapy. The princess stepped out for just 2 public engagements during this time, for Trooping the Colour and the men's Wimbledon singles final, before revealing in September she had completed her treatment, and was looking forward to being back at work. The king was in hospital at the same time as his beloved daughter, for a procedure on an enlarged prostate, during which time his cancer not affecting his prostate was discovered. His diagnosis was announced on February 6 and he postponed all public-facing engagements for several months before easing himself back into royal duties. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.